competitive dollar, partly because of this whole wage disparity. But then again, overnight we have the productivity numbers out, 9.5%. I mean, that makes up for a lot, although at that kind of rate, it's probably not sustainable.
Yeah, it's not sustainable. It's a great number, and we love to see people productive. I mean, let's get going. I love it. But how do you create a global marketplace so that everybody benefits, so that the standard of livings are not so great, so that you don't have this mad rush to deplete the world's resources, which is kind of what we have now? What are the initiatives that have to be carried through? And the Western economies, the United States, Europe, Canada, we don't have resources. Neither does a lot of Asia, to be quite frank. So I don't know what they're going to do with all those reserves.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. So they get us totally dependent, and then the very globalists that get us dependent, destroy our system, they come in and say the answer is more globalism. You can't see it because it's radio, but on TV he says you don't have incomes that are so high, and he pushes his hands downward. See, that's a good thing, because that's using up the planet's resources. With manufacturing and science and technology, we could all be living like kings, but these people don't want that. You understand, ladies and gentlemen? We'll come back, get into the dollar, continuing its plunge. It is so sad, so mind-blowing to see open world government being announced, a group of criminal banks that everyone admits are criminal, openly setting up world government. They run. We will pay taxes on all human activity to them. They will be able to selectively enforce and decide who can have a business, who can have a company, who can travel. They're openly announcing taxes on farms, ranches, all wildlife, all of the animals you own, your dog, your cats, anything that eats meat will have a carbon tax. They're worshiping Al Gore cynically as a god, giving peace prizes to Obama, who continues secret arrest, secret torture, expands wars. It's just all a sick, in-your-face, over-the-top joke. And then on NPR and CNBC and program after program, I now hear them saying what I read in UN documents 12, 13, 14 years ago, that this is all about teaching us to not use too many resources. I mean, I remember 5, 6 years ago listening to NPR when my wife would have it on, cooking dinner at night with the kids running around, and they would say, soon we're going to have a global meltdown, and that will teach Americans and Westerners not to use so many resources. This new carbon tax is going to help us learn to live within our means. And the whole thing's being run by bankers who are, the lowly ones are billionaires. It's all made up. They know carbon dioxide isn't bad. They know humans don't even contribute more than a couple percentage points to carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. They know the Earth is at a low point of carbon dioxide. They understand all this. These aren't idiot liberals. These are murdering, criminal eugenicists. I've read their own internal handbooks and textbooks. In my film Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement, on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. We've posted all their own statements. This is not my opinion. These people are pure evil. And reality is a lot more radical than fiction. And the public is too cowardly to admit this to themselves or to do anything about it. And that's why we're all going to get hurt really, really bad by these control freaks and all of their mindless camp followers. It's now in the Associated Press and the London Guardian that Al Gore's new movie coming out is forging a new global religion. Why do you think Oprah Winfrey has got a 1 million-member church based in Africa that's all about earth worship? These people aren't worshiping the earth. They understand people like religion. They understand it's a great way to control people. And you're going to get arrested, folks, if you say carbon dioxide isn't poison. They're calling for it in Europe and the U.S. now. They're trying to introduce legislation. They're calling it climate denial. These people are unbelievably calculating. It's a cult. It's a death cult wrapped in the green environmental movement. Oh, you're for the birds and the bees, aren't you? Then lay down and die. Let me have your resources. And Rob Jacobson, one of my video editors, he bought, as I've told you, he bought at Whole Foods a copy of The Case for Killing Granny on the newsstand about how great eugenics is. And he said to the girl, he said, isn't this horrible? And she said, no, I think it's great. He said, yeah, but they want to kill you too. And she said, I know, that's good. I need to be killed. And he said, are you serious? She said, yes, I want to die for the earth. Folks, these people are a death cult. They're everywhere. They've got their people in positions everywhere, and they love it. They love it. The low-level people are just a bunch of control freaks who want power but can't have it, so they're drawn like moths to a flame to killing people and controlling people and cutting off resources. And they're the type of person that it doesn't matter if there's 20 pizzas, they only want you to have one piece. They're into it. Oh my God, these people are right out of hell, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm going to stop ranting. The toll-free number to join us on air about the health care bill passing the House, the dollar plunging, gold exploding to all-time records, 1-800-259-9231. It's so weird to be inside the New World Order now. As they openly announce they may shut down the web, and Homeland Security and NSA are taking over the internet, and as they openly announce they're federalizing all the local police departments, and as they merge regular Army with local police and liaison and intelligence bureaus, and here in Austin they have an Army PSYOP colonel running the environmental carbon tax locally, laughing that it's an intelligence operation in the paper. I mean, just FEMA camps being built. They got a FEMA camp in Taylor, Texas, north of me. I mean, I'm living in the twilight zone here. People are dropping dead to the left and right, having seizures, having convulsions from the swine flu shot. Everyone loves it, is injecting it with pleasure. Actually, 70+% of Americans are saying no, but the media keeps announcing body snatchers are good. You know, it's like the body snatchers. I'm living in the body snatchers, but it's not aliens from planet Klendathu doing this to us. It's our own stinking species.